3, 2, 1.
In which year did the Korean War begin? The answer is C, 1950. Perhaps the greatest warrior king in Roman history, what warrior summed up his victory in these three words: Veni, Vidi, Vici? The answer is D, Julius Caesar. How were the first metals worked in South America? The answer is B, hammering. Which islands in the Indian Ocean gained their independence from Britain in 1976? The answer is B, the Seychelles. The Hindenburg disaster in Lakehurst, New Jersey took place in the same year that the fabric nylon was invented. What year was that? The answer is B, 1937. The Soviet war in Afghanistan, which started in 1979, continued for how many years? The answer is D, 9 years. Who is the first horse to claim the United States Triple Crown of Thoroughbred racing on June 11, 1919? The answer is D, Sir Barton. Thermopylae, the site of the historic Battle of Thermopylae, was what type of area? The answer is C, it was a narrow pass. Which Athenian politician and general led the disastrous attack on Spartan bases in Sicily? The answer is A, Alcibiades. Homo erectus differed from Homo habilis in which way? The answer is C, erectus possessed a larger brain. The Greek god Poseidon was the god of what? The answer is C, the sea. 3 of these events took place at the beginning of the year in which they occurred. Which is the odd one? The answer is D, Cary Grant died 1986. In which country did red figure pottery flourish from the 6th to the 4th century BC? The answer is B, Greece. Which of the following is not associated with the Battle of Gettysburg, the bloodiest battle of the American Civil War? The answer is B, Bloody Lane. Which of the following was invented by Hiram Maxim? The answer is D, the silencer. The holograph, which was invented in 1971, was the basis of what device? The answer is C, touchscreen technology. The word calendar comes from Latin calendi. What does this word mean? The answer is A, first days of each month. What is the name of the Italian city-state in which the Renaissance began? The answer is A, Florence. Where in Egypt is the tomb of Tutankhamun? The answer is A, Luxor. Which plant was Socrates given to drink to carry out his death sentence? The answer is A. Hemlock. The 17th century saw the rise of which type of art movement? The answer is A. Baroque. How many men did Washington have in his attack force during the Battle of Trenton? The answer is A. 2,400. In what year was François Mitterrand elected President of France? The answer is A. 1981. What African-American regiment helped to assault Fort Wagner in South Carolina during the American Civil War? The answer is C. 54th Massachusetts. What did Levi-Strauss receive a patent for on May 20, 1873? The answer is C. Denim pants with copper rivets. If you can't do the time, don't commit the crime. Which of the following celebrities spent the least amount of time in jail in 2007? The answer is D. Nicole Richie. Who was the president of Egypt in 1956 who nationalized the Suez Canal, causing British and French troops to invade the region? The answer is D. Gamal Abdel Nasser. Which of these countries fought on the side of Britain during the Battle of Britain? The answer is C. Canada. Valentina Tereshkova was the first woman to fly in space. Her mission took place on June 16, 1963. How long was her flight? The answer is B. 2 days, 22 hours, 50 minutes. What was the name of the bomb dropped over Nagasaki during WW Roman II? The answer is B. Fat Man. Which president of the USA infamously allowed the bombing of the Democratic Committee headquarters? The answer is B. Richard Nixon. In which city did Mother Teresa establish the Missionaries of Charity? The answer is B. Calcutta. Which northern state was last to make slavery illegal? The answer is B. New Jersey. Putting your nose to the grindstone? The answer is B. It means working hard, not hardly working. Who did King Henry Roman VIII marry when he was 18? The answer is B. Catherine of Aragon. What term did hippies use to refer to the institutions and structures they rejected? The answer is D. The establishment. What is the Roman numeral for 50? The answer is C. L. What was the required labor service owed to the king in return for the privilege of using property owned by the Incan Empire? The answer is B. Mida. What object of an avoided as civil American humorism was designed in 1950 and the Donovan, who was laid over to the Ig Nobel Prize, a parody of the Nobel Prize? The answer is D, the pink flamingo lawn ornament. Who was the Roman god of fire? The answer is A, Vulcan. Which British liner sank on its maiden voyage in 1912? The answer is C, the Titanic. The Boer Wars were fought by the British Empire against which colonists? The answer is B, Dutch in South Africa. What Soviet general and hero of the Soviet Union led the Red Army during the Battle of Stalingrad and the Battle of Kursk? The answer is A, Marshal Georgy Zhukov. The charge of the Light Brigade, which remained in history as a rather incompetent and unsuccessful cavalry charge, led by Lord Cardigan, occurred during which military conflict? The answer is A, the Crimean War. What was the name of the first artificial satellite to be launched into space? The answer is A, Sputnik. Which of the following describes a key change in hominids beginning at least as early as Homo erectus that is probably related to increasingly larger brain size? The answer is B, Neoteny. What ancient wonder was located in Egypt? The answer is A, Great Pyramid of Giza. Did you take a bath or shower? The answer is B, why is there one missing? Where was Stonewall Jackson's body buried? The answer is D, Lexington, VA. When did the Cuban Missile Crisis bring the world to the brink of nuclear war?